Nagoya, Japan's third largest city, is a perfect destination for those who want to combine local cuisine with a historical journey. In 2 days, you can visit the sacred Atsuta Shrine, hear stories about Oda Nobunaga, admire Nagoya Castle standing tall amid the modern cityscape, then savor authentic Nagoya dishes like Hitsumabushi grilled eel, Miso-nikomi Udon, or Ogura toast. Day 1. Explore Nagoya's history and cuisine. I started my Nagoya trip by taking the Shinkansen from Tokyo. This is a direct route, the fastest among the Tokaido Shinkansen lines. It takes about 1 hour 40 minutes from Tokyo Station to Nagoya Station. With a regular ticket costing around $70–$75 per ride. The train is clean, the seats are comfortable, and you can book tickets online or buy directly at the station. Sitting by the window, I took a quick glance at Mount Fuji's peak. Then quickly arrived at Nagoya Station, one of the biggest and busiest stations in Japan, starting a new adventure. On my first day in Nagoya, I stopped by a small restaurant for breakfast. In Nagoya, besides Ogura toast, Miso-nikomi Udon is also a common breakfast dish. A hot bowl of udon with rich red miso broth, chewy noodles, topped with local Cochin chicken, or soft-boiled Nagoya egg. This dish is warming, easy to eat, and costs about $6 to $8 a bowl. After breakfast, I began my day exploring Nagoya. I headed to Atsuta Shrine, located in Atsuta-ku. It is one of Japan's 3 most important shrines, famous for housing the Kusanagi sword, a sacred imperial regalia treasure. This shrine has stood for more than 100 to 900 years. The grounds are spacious, with many ancient trees, peaceful, despite being in the middle of the city. Note: you are not allowed to take photos inside the treasure exhibition area. Strict rules prohibit any photography or filming in those sections. Within the shrine grounds stands the Nobunaga Wall, about 7 meters long and 3 meters high. This wall was built by Oda Nobunaga, one of the most powerful warlords of the Sengoku era, to give thanks after his victory at the Battle of Okahazama in 1560. Made of brick and clay, the wall has remained intact through centuries. From Atsuta Shrine, I made my way to Nagoya Castle, one of the city's most iconic symbols. This castle was built by Tokugawa Ieyasu in the early 17th century and used to be a crucial stronghold protecting this region. Although today, visitors can't enter the main keep as before, the courtyard and surrounding grounds are still open to the public. My favorite part is the curved stone wall, designed to prevent enemies from climbing, now a beautiful photo spot. Right near Nagoya Castle, I walked a few more minutes to the Tokugawa Art Museum. The Tokugawa Art Museum is open daily from 10 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., closed on Mondays, and is a perfect place to explore Edo period history and culture in the heart of Nagoya. The entrance fee is about $10 to $11 per adult, and you should spend 1 to 1.5 hours to fully enjoy the scenery and history here. From the entrance, visitors are captivated by the spacious, green grounds with stone paths, ponds, and neatly trimmed trees. If you buy a combo ticket, you can stroll through the Tokugawa-en garden next door, a traditional Japanese garden with stunning scenery. Inside the museum, the solemn and quiet space recreates the world of the samurai class during the feudal era. The exhibition rooms showcase over 10,000 rare artifacts: swords, armor, tea ceremony utensils, no masks, and especially ancient Genji scrolls, including 9 national treasures. Leaving the museum, I walked a few minutes to Horeiken, a restaurant famous for its Hitsumabushi grilled eel. It's conveniently located near Atsuta Shrine. A Hitsumabushi set here costs about $30–35 per person. A bit pricey, but worth trying. The eel is special because it's eaten in 4 steps. First, enjoy it plain. Then add condiments. Next, pour hot dashi broth over the rice. And finally, pick your favorite style to finish the meal. I tried the traditional way first, then added the dashi broth. Nagoya's eel is different from Tokyo's. The slices are thinner, the seasoning is richer, and the taste is more aromatic and fatty. If you want to eat at Horeiken, it's best to reserve in advance because it's always busy. After lunch, I started exploring Osu Shopping Street, one of Nagoya's oldest and liveliest shopping areas. Right at the entrance is Osu Kannon Temple, a 400-year-old Buddhist temple where locals often go to pray for good fortune, draw omikuji fortunes at New Year, or buy protective amulets. I also stepped inside the main hall, admired the sacred cannon statue, strolled around the shady temple courtyard, and picked up a small charm as a keepsake. Leaving the temple, I continued deeper into the shopping street. Osu is famous for its unique mix: vintage clothing stalls, secondhand goods, quirky accessories, old electronics shops, and small stalls selling traditional Japanese souvenirs. The vibe here is bustling yet welcoming, filled with local cultural charm. Leaving Osu Street, I tried using Uber Taxi. In Japan, Uber doesn't use private cars like elsewhere, but connects with traditional taxis. Just open the app, enter your pickup and drop-off locations, and a professional taxi driver will come to you. You can pay cash or swipe your card directly in the app. I found it very convenient, especially when carrying lots of luggage or traveling in a group. I booked a ride back to my hotel in the Sake area, the busiest downtown district in Nagoya, famous for commercial buildings, crowded shopping streets, and late-night eateries. This time I chose Hotel S Plus Nagoya Sake, a mid-range hotel near Sake Station. Room rates range from about $35.50 per night, depending on the day and season. The best part is how close everything is. Just a few minutes walk to shopping centers like Sunshine Sake, Oasis 21, the subway station, or ramen shops and izakayas serving late-night snacks. The room interior isn't too fancy, but more spacious than Japan's average, with a comfy double bed, bathtub, small desk, and all basic amenities like Wi-Fi, TV, and hot water for tea. In the evening, I spent time going up Nagoya TV Tower, now renamed Chubu Electric Power Mirai Tower. The tower is 180 meters tall, Japan's first broadcasting tower, built in 1954. The entrance fee is about 700 to 1,000 yen, and it's open until late. From the high observation deck, I could see the whole of Nagoya lit up. spotting Nagoya Castle in the distance, standing out with its curved stone walls, a legacy of Tokugawa Ieyasu. Looking down from the tower, I saw everything Nagoya has: tall buildings glowing bright and old shrines nestled among city streets. After taking in the view, I walked back to my hotel. It's only a few minutes' walk from Mirai Tower to Sakai. Back in my room, I took a hot shower, made a cup of green tea, sipped it to relax, and reviewed my plan for tomorrow. Day 2. Exploring the Old Town and Inuyama area. On my second day in Nagoya, I woke up early, checked out of the hotel, and left my luggage at the front desk to move around easily. I decided to return to Osu Shopping Street for breakfast. This street is lively even in the morning, with shops opening early and people walking around shopping for everything from vintage clothes and secondhand electronics to handmade candy stalls. I stepped into a small Kissaten, an old-style Japanese cafe with brown wooden chairs, small tables close together, and a few vintage posters on the wall. I ordered ogura toast, toasted bread with red bean paste and butter, served with a boiled egg and a hot coffee. In Nagoya, this combo is a classic local breakfast, costing only about 600 to 800 yen. $4 to $6. If you want to switch it up, you can order fried shrimp with tartar sauce. It might sound unusual for breakfast, but is actually quite popular at some cafes. The shrimp is crispy, dipped in creamy sauce, and very tasty. After breakfast, I grabbed some red bean sweets to take home as gifts. From Osu, I walked back to Nagoya Station. There, I boarded the Meitetsu Line train to Inuyama, which takes about 30 to 35 minutes, with a ticket costing around 570 cents, 700 yen, for $5. The train runs through the suburbs, and outside the windows you see low houses, fields, green hills, and fresh, pleasant air. Arriving at Inuyama Station, I walked straight towards Inuyama Castle. There are clear signs along the way. The streets are quiet, lined with shops selling souvenirs, traditional sweets, paper fans, and little wooden dolls. Entrance to the castle is about 550 yen, 3.5 to $4. Inuyama Castle isn't as big as Himeji or Osaka castles, but it's special because it's Japan's oldest wooden castle still preserved in its original form and is designated as a national treasure. I climbed the wooden steps up to the watchtower. The stairs are a bit narrow and steep. From the top, I could see the Kiso River winding around the castle's base, its water blue, with trees along both banks and a few small boats moored below. This area is famous for cormorant fishing. In summer, people row boats onto the river at night, using cormorants to catch fish by torchlight. You can even book a boat tour to watch if you like. After visiting the castle, I walked about 10 minutes to Yurakuen Garden. A peaceful Japanese-style garden shaded by trees at the entrance. Inside the garden is the Joan Tea House, also a national treasure, built in the 17th century. Entrance to the garden and tea experience costs about $8,010. I sat on tatami mats as staff served a tray with matcha tea and a gently sweet wagashi. Drinking hot tea while looking out at the garden, with cool breezes and rustling leaves, the peaceful atmosphere was a world away from the city's bustle. Leaving Yurikuen, I spent some time strolling around the Inuyama Jokamachi Old Town area. On both sides of the street are low wooden houses with black tile roofs and Edo-style shop signs. Many stores sell rice crackers, paper fans, and local sake. I stopped at a small roadside shop for a green tea ice cream to cool down. This treat only costs about 1.5 toes or $2 but is worth trying. The tea flavor is rich and not too sweet. Before heading back to the station, I made a quick stop at the Inuyama Cultural Assets Museum, a small heritage museum located at the end of Jokamachi Old Town Street. The entrance fee is only about $1. I bought my ticket at a small wooden counter, then stepped inside. The space was quiet and calm. Inside, there were a few notable artifacts on display, like festival masks, samurai armor, iron helmets, and short swords. In one corner, there were some black and white photos showing festival scenes and cormorant fishing boats on the Kiso River. The museum is compact. Reading a few captions is enough to get a sense of this area's history. I spent about 15 to 20 minutes there, then continued my journey. By late afternoon, I made my way to the Kiso riverbank near the castle. The riverside path is paved with flat stones, running along the water's edge with a low wooden railing. There are several wooden benches along the way, all clean and tidy. Many locals come here to enjoy the breeze, read books, or feed the birds. The atmosphere here is pleasant and not as crowded as more famous tourist spots. Around 5 p.m., I headed back to Inuyama Station, caught the train back to Nagoya, and picked up my luggage that I'd left earlier in the morning. So this 2-day journey exploring Nagoya and Inuyama wrapped up with many memorable experiences. From local specialties like Hitsumabushi grilled eel, Miso-nikomi Udon, Ogura toast, to historical sites like Atsuta Shrine, Nagoya Castle, the wooden Inuyama Castle, Osu Cannon Temple, and the old Jokamachi town. It's a trip that shows Nagoya isn't just a Shinkansen stopover, but a worthwhile destination for those who love combining culture, food, and a bit of quiet time in the suburbs. I hope this travel documentary, 2 Days in Nagoya and Inuyama, helps you visualize everything. From taking the train, castle tickets, the old town, specialty restaurants, to small spots near the city center. If you find this trip helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss my next realistic travel vlogs.